Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I will be giving you a special cargo money guide. And this, of course, is going to be using multiple things. It's not just going to be using one thing or anything like that. It's going to be using multiple businesses. And to be the most efficient with this money guide, you're going to want to have 5 large warehouses. I'll say which ones that you have later. The ones you should have later. You're going to want the cocaine, meth, and counterfeit cash factory, the nightclub fully upgraded, and of course all of those other businesses fully upgraded. A hangar, a bunker, an oppressor or a buzzard, and a terabyte would be amazing if you had it. If you don't, not too big a deal, but it would definitely help cut down on time and stuff. To start off, you're going to want to have your cocaine business that's of course fully upgraded, supplies, going through that, buy supplies or steal them, whatever you want to do. Bunker, you're going to want to buy or steal those supplies. Preferably buy for both of them. Just buy them. Buy those supplies for those. Have supplies going through those. Of course, both are fully upgraded. Go to your office and get. If you don't have warehouses, go to your office. Go to the special cargo. Go to the computer. Select special cargo and filter out warehouses to where only the large warehouses are visible. And then you're going to want to buy the following 5: wholesale furniture for 1.9 million. Zero Gas Factory, 2.365 million. Logistics Depot, 2.6 million. Bill Gecko Warehouse, 2.825 million. Cypress Warehouse, 3.04 million, so $3,040,000. You're gonna want to buy them all at one time if possible. You can try buying one at a time if you really need to. If you want to see why you should buy a large warehouse, if you have questions like why are we buying large warehouses over medium or small, then there's a video in the description that I made. At the time I'm recording this, I made that video a couple hours ago. If you have to trade in your warehouses, if you have to trade in a medium or small warehouse, then do that. If you already have 5 large warehouses or a large warehouse, then keep it, right? If you have a large warehouse and now you have to trade one in order to get one of these 5, don't do that. All right, it's pointless. Just keep the ones that you already have if you have any already. There's no point, they hold the same amount. They're just different locations. These locations are all kind of good prices and they're right next to each other. So yeah, that's why I chose these. Also, being that they're large warehouses are the most profitable and the best way to run crates. You're going to get 2 different types of missions. The 2 different types of missions for crates are going to be individual crate pickups, or just going to be a vehicle that you drive. The missions can have you going all over the city, but usually you won't go into Blaine County. Out of the almost 2,000 runs that I've done, probably a little bit more than that, a little bit more than 2,000. But out of all of those, I've only went to Blaine County maybe less than 10 times. I remember in the summer I went all the way up to Paleto Bay chasing a crate van one time. It was kind of funny. But most part, if you go into Blaine County at all, it'll be just a little bit. You won't be going up ever and really even into Sandy Shores. It'll be more in the Vinewood Hills area. That's just how the crates worked out. That's the way Rockstar has it. And you'll have different types of cargo. None of these are worth more than the others, though. For example, alcohol and tobacco are worth the same as the arts and antiques. So if it's your first crate of alcohol and tobacco, it's going to be the same value as the arts and antiques. There's no one doesn't have more value than the other thing. It's just a crate's a crate is a crate. The only things that have more values are the special crates, which I'll get into a little later. Which, fuck it, guess I'll do that now, right? Fuck it, we're doing it live. The special crates are just basically big boy crates. One crate will be $90,000 to $100,000. I think the most is like $150,000. So that's nice to have, obviously. If you get a special crate, then you need to do it, and you need to get it. They will be more expensive, but they're worth getting, because while they're $30,000 to get, you're selling it for 100-something thousand. So that math adds up really, really fucking well. When you go to sell your crates, you'll have 3 different types of missions. You'll have planes, boats, or trucks. There's variations to each of those types of missions. Like the tugboat, sometimes you'll have people chasing you, and then other times you won't, but you'll have people there to ambush you. at the drop or something like that. The planes could be a Cuban or a Titan, and there's variations within those. And then the trucks, you'll have sometimes they're just one drop off. Sometimes you'll have to go to 5 places to drop off cargo. Other times you'll have to drive to one place, but you can't. If you don't damage the truck is too much, you get paid more. The less you damage the truck, you get paid more. Since the DLC came out, though, there has been a glitch in the game. There have been many glitches in the game, revolving crates. The Titan glitch is very popular. That's the one that most people know. A few years ago, I stopped doing crates because there was a glitch to where the Cubans would spawn in, but then you would sell one, and then when you came back to sell the rest of them, the drops were glitched out and they weren't there. The only thing that you can do on glitches like this is close app. You can file a support ticket with Rockstar if you want to. You can close app if you have this glitch. Have glitched where you cannot drop something off. You will lose 3 crates, but that's better than losing the whole shipment because you didn't deliver it in time. And then after that, I'd file a support ticket with Rockstar, see what they can do. And the safest thing to do is either close app or find new session. Find new session works the same as close app. And also, if your cargo gets destroyed, then go ahead and find new session or close app immediately, like right before it gets destroyed or something. Just because crates are very brutal. If something gets blown up, I'm almost certain what got blown up and what you delivered does not get returned to your warehouse. So say you delivered 75% of your shipment and then 10% of it got blown up, you lost 85% of your warehouse. That's shitty. So crates are very unforgiving. You have to be very careful with them, or else if they get destroyed or something happens to them, like, it is hard to do. It's hard to grind all that back up. It's hard to grind 111 crates back up. It takes forever. So protect them. Close app if you have to. Better safe than sorry. Selling, it's really easy. You'll get the hang of it. There's not much I can help you with other than selling solo public lobbies. Watch out for people joining, or watch out for people trying to attack you. You can sell solo if you have to, and it's easy. Also, just to be careful selling. That's really it. There's not many other tips or things I can tell you about selling. Now, before we get this started, though, if you have any questions or anything about the steps in this process, check the description below. I will have the steps in order. If your question isn't answered or whatever, go ahead and comment. I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. Anyway, now that all the other shit's out the way, if you know about crates, welcome to the first part of the video. How you doing? If you didn't know about crates, you've watched so far, and I really do appreciate you watching this far into the video. And if you are just now watching, starting to watching the video and stuff, thank you for watching. Anyway, like I said at the beginning of the video, though, just make sure that your cocaine and bunker is supplied and has supplies running through it. It's fully upgraded, all that. Go to your office and source cargo. Always source 3 crates at a time, as I had in the video earlier. If you source less, then you're wasting time, and time is money. Once you're done with the mission, though, go ahead and call for your terabyte and place it outside of a warehouse or put it near a cluster of warehouses. The reason I wanted you to buy the ones that I listed was because of this. You can do 3 of them, and then you can do 2 of them. They're all next to each other and stuff, and they're good prices. It takes around 6 hours to fill up 2 large warehouses. Pick the cluster you are near, or whatever cluster you want to start with. If it's wholesale logistics or Cyprus, do that cluster, right? Just do those, though, in that time, right? Just do those, because if you go out of the way, then you're kind of taking away the point of the terabyte. Or say if you have the ones at the airport, go ahead and do those. Whichever one you want to do first, do that cluster first. But stay in that cluster, just because if you don't, then that negates the point of a terabyte. What I'll do is I'll do crate missions for these 3 warehouses, and then I'm going to go put my terabyte outside of one of them, or just let it spawn nearby one, and that's where I'm going to go. Usually, since I run the logistics warehouse, then I'll have the terabyte outside of the logistics warehouse or the wholesale warehouse or something like that. so that I can, it's really easy just to get to it and stuff. I have the Vinewood warehouse, so it does make that whole process a little bit more complicated, but I work it out. Once you pick your cluster of warehouses, if it's double money, you're just going to want to really probably just sell those, right? You're not even going to want to try and fill up all five. There's no point in that. If you're trying to stockpile crates so that when they are double money, you can sell them, which is how I like to do it, then what you're going to want to do is fill your crate warehouses up to 68. All of them are going to be filled up to 68. Now, I do them in clusters, like I said, just to save time so I can use the terabyte most effectively and all that, right? So I'm gonna fill, say, the first three up to 68, and then I'm gonna go to the other two, and fill those up with 68. And that the 68 is a special number because it gives you cushion, right? Because I think 74 and above is when you can get rated for crates, and crate raids are fucking brutal. You lose a lot of product quickly, and there's not much you can do about it because as long as however long it takes you to get there, that's how much product you lose. So you can lose a lot. So you want to stay away from getting raided. But anyway, once you do that, just wait for double money, and then once double money happens, you fill them up all the way and sell them. If it is double money, or you actually do want to, just grind crates. You like grinding crates or whatever. Then what I would do is pick two or three that you do want to sell and fill those all the way up, and then sell them, and then just rinse and repeat however many times you want. But then keep two of them at 68, so that, or two or three of them, whatever is left over, at 68, so that then you don't get raided with those, but they're also still pretty close and ready to go whenever crates do get double money. Mostly with crates, what I recommend is just thinking about the future, because when the crates are double money, it's amazing. So you just got to kind of think ahead with crates, and because they're so fucking hard to grind, it takes so long. Now, while you're grinding your crates, of course, you cannot forget about your nightclub and the bunker and cocaine, right? This is the method that I use, of course, but the nightclub and cocaine will be full, ready to sell at least every 2.5 hours. Go and not nightclub and cocaine, bunker and cocaine will be ready to sell every 2.5 hours or so. Also, make sure you sell the nightclub within 20 hours, so that you can maximize how much money you make. That's better. Just do it like that. And the next part of this video is just going to be math. So if you're bored, if you don't like math or whatever, then it's fine. If you're using this method right here, though, you will make $950,000 an hour. A little bit more. It's like $950,130 something, $37 an hour. So if you want to hear the math, so I can, if you want it proven to you, and continue. If not, that's the video for you. This is my method for it. If you have questions, let me know down below. I will try and answer them for you. I'll try and help you out. I know sometimes I don't explain stuff well, or I'm in my own head. So I'm not asking anybody, hey, does this make sense? So I may have said something stupid, or just not explained nothing or something at all. Just like I said, if you have any questions, though, ask them in the comments, and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. If I can't answer them, then I'll try and send you somewhere where it can be answered. Now here's the method, just to summarize it all. What you're going to do is resupply your cocaine and bunker. Make sure you're selling your bunker and cocaine every 2.5 hours. Your third step is going to be fill one of the clusters of warehouses. Your fourth step is going to be fill another cluster up to 68 crates. And then your fifth step is going to be pick a cluster and then fill that one up all the way and sell it. And then you're going to want to repeat that over and over and over, and make sure that you're checking your nightclub periodically, selling that before 20 hours has passed, just so that you can maximize how much money you can get from this method. This is all the steps that you're going to need. I forgot to put sell the warehouses, but I figured it was common sense to sell the cluster that you filled up. But like I said, if you still have any questions or whatever, ask them. But this is the method. This is how much money you're going to make per hour, and this is the math to prove, how you get there. So, of course, you're going to be having your two warehouses that will be $4,400,000 in total, which takes 6 hours to fill up. So divide that by 6 to get $733,233 per hour. $210,000 divided by 2.3, which is how long the bunker takes to fill up, is 2.3 hours, is $91,204 an hour. $420,000 divided by 5 is $84,000 an hour, which is how much money you'll be making with the cocaine. $830,000 divided by 20 hours is $41,500 an hour, which is the nightclub. That's how much money you'll be making if you sell it before 20 hours. And then 10,000 divided by 48 times 60 is 12,500, which is the nightclub popularity. That's how much money that makes you. And the reason you do that is because you make 10,000 every 48 minutes. So if you divide it by 48, that's how many. That gives you per minute how much you'll make, and then times 60 is how much per hour you'll make, which all equals up to $962,637 an hour. Solo, 100% solo. This is what you make. You can make more if you have friends to help you sell your nightclub. Not your nightclub, your MC businesses. It will, you can make even more money than this. And of course, with it being double money right now, you're making really another $700,000 on top of that. You're making almost $1.7 million an hour using this method during double money. So it's a really good method. This is one of the best methods to make money out there, especially during double money. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, let me know down below. We'll see you guys next one. Have a good day. Bye.